Hello, everyone, and welcome back to the Pan-Africans Now podcast. I'm your host, Sheikah Blessed. And in today's episode, we will pay tribute to the remarkable individuals whose courage, vision, and resilience have left a permanent mark on the continent of Africa and beyond. Our journey begins with Kwame Nkrumah, the visionary leader and first president of modern-day Ghana. Nkrumah's advocacy for Pan-Africanism inspired liberation movements across the continent and played a pivotal role in the decolonization of Africa. His leadership and advocacy laid the groundwork for the emergence of independent African nations and continue to inspire the efforts towards continental integration and solidarity. Next, we honor Nelson Mandela. Nelson Mandela was the iconic anti-apartheid leader and former president of South Africa. Mandela's relentless struggle against racial oppression and unwavering commitment to the reconciliation earned him the global acclaim and the Nobel Peace Prize in 1993. His steadfast leadership during South Africa's transition from apartheid to democracy embodies the triumphs of hope over adversity, inspiring generations to stand up against injustice and pursue the path of peace and equality. Turning our heads to the realm of literature, we celebrate Chinua Achebe. Often hailed as the father of African literature, Achebe's seminal work, Things Fall Apart, challenged the Western stereotypes and reshaped the global perception of African culture and identity. Through his vivid portrayal of Nigerian society and critique of colonialism, Achebe's profound insights continue to resonate with readers worldwide, cementing his status as an icon and cultural ambassador. Our journey continues with Aliko Dangote, a Nigerian businessman and one of the richest men in Africa. Dangote's entrepreneurial spirit and investments in the industries such as cement, sugar, and flour has created jobs and spurred economic growth not just in Nigeria, but across the continent. His philanthropic efforts continue to make a positive impact on health and education across the continent of Africa. We also honor Ellen Johnson Sirleaf, the former president of Liberia and the first elected female head of state in Africa. Sirleaf's leadership and dedication to rebuilding Liberia after years of civil war earned her the Nobel Peace Prize of 2011. Her work in promoting peace, justice, and women's rights has a lasting impact globally. We would also like to celebrate the achievements of Mo Ibrahim, the Sudanese-British businessman and philanthropist. Ibrahim founded Celtel International, one of the first mobile phone companies to serve Africa and the Middle East. He later established the Mo Ibrahim Foundation, which promotes good governance and leadership in Africa through the Mo Ibrahim Prize of Achievement in African Leadership. His efforts have significantly contributed to improving governance across the continent. Now we turn our focus to the Caribbean and honor Marcus Garvey, a Jamaican political leader, publisher, and orator. Garvey was a strong advocate for the Pan-African movement and founded the Universal Negro Improvement Association, also known as the UNIA. His vision of African unity and self-reliance inspired countless individuals and movements dedicated to the empowerment of African people globally. Next, we celebrate Bob Marley, the legendary Jamaican musician and cultural icon. Marley's music, infused with themes of peace and love and social justice, resonated with people around the world. His powerful lyrics and commitment to the Rastafarian movement made him a symbol of resistance against oppression and a global ambassador for reggae music. Now let's focus on the Americas. We also would like to honor Martin Luther King Jr., an American civil rights leader whose advocacy for nonviolent resistance and racial equality changed the course of American history. King's powerful speeches and leadership in the civil rights movements inspired movements for civil rights and social justice. His legacy continues to inspire people worldwide to fight for equality and justice. Next up, we pay a tribute to the great Maya Angelou, an American poet, author, and civil rights activist. Angelou's literary works, including her autobiography called I Know Why the Caged Bird Sings, have left a profound impact on literature and civil rights. Her powerful voice and advocacy for social justice have inspired generations to embrace their identity and fight against oppression. Finally, we would like to pay homage to Miriam Makeba, affectionately known as Mama Africa, a trailblazing South African singer, activist, and cultural ambassador. Through her powerful music and fearless activism against apartheid, Makeba used her voice to amplify the struggle for freedom and justice. Her legacy as a symbol of resilience and hope continues to inspire artists and activists committed to social justice around the world. Well, guys, that's all the time we have for today on the Pan-Africans Now podcast. Be sure to join us in our next episode as we continue our journey through the African diaspora and African history. And until next time, stay empowered, stay inspired, stay connected, and keep bridging the gap.